I mean, just in reality, you know, anybody that been in the streets in LA might have been through the county jail or might have been through the prisons. And when you get in there, you're gonna realize that, you know, you might be in a dorm with a so-called enemy, and you know what I mean, end up developing camaraderie and then love and then respect. So you learn that we men first. You know what I mean? And there's qualities between men that you'll respect. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever have any problems or anybody say that early on about who you probably messing with, like any of your partners?
I mean, not anybody in my immediate circle, but just, you know, people always gonna have their opinions. You got certain people that they just live and die for this one way of thinking. And so, you know, my thing is like, you know what I mean, blind can't lead the blind, bro.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
gotta have a vision.
Yes, sir.
And you gotta follow who got the vision. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
if you
sir.
stuck on stupid, I ain't gonna judge you or have no disrespect for you, but I'm
gonna
definitely
be
not,
over here.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna follow you or take heed to your opinion. You're gonna have to follow what I'm doing.
I heard
and
that.
after a while, that way of thinking versus this way of thinking, more people lean toward this way because of the results. You know what I mean? Most definitely. It's a verse on Blue Laces, the third verse on Blue Laces 2. It's called Blue Laces 2. That really is describing the situation that took place at Dockwater Beach. It's another verse on the
Don't
record
get it
with
twisted
Puff.
where it's at. It be things happening over
Yeah,
there.
this is one of them things.
Hello.
Yeah, and everybody from our generation that grew up in LA, they know about it. You know, they heard about it. But it's another story that's on the record with Puff.
Okay.
And it's just about my brother buried like $250,000 in my mom's backyard on 60th
No way.
when we was teenagers. And you know, he came back like a year later to dig it up, and probably 100-some-thousand was molded.
Oh my God.
And so I just got the mental picture of my little sister on the living room table, my mom, me, my brother with the blow dryer, peeling the money apart, trying to blow dry it so that, you know, it'll dry up and we could try to salvage it. And we end up losing like over 100,000. And that was street money. That wasn't like rap money or nothing.
Damn.
So, you know, that just being able to bounce back off of a loss like that, it was inspirational, and I wanted to rap about that. So whoever in that position or in a different category of just taking losses, it felt like it was over at that point. It felt like it was a wrap, you know, but
Damn.
we bounced back and kept, you know, making progress since that. So it was important to talk about.
What is your feelings when you hear them like either comparing themselves to Pac or even dissing Pac?
I don't feel like when you can't diss legends. You can't diss icons that we standing on they shoulders as hip hop artists. You can't do that. You'll never hear a basketball player diss Jordan. As competitive as the sport is, you'll never. And if they do, they sound goofy doing it. You know what I mean? So I can't never respect that. And just as far as people comparing themselves, I think that we all was so inspired by Pac, and Pac was such a passionate energy that his spirit impacted so many young kids. I was looking into doing music growing up.
And even on that same track, Kendrick's on it, and Kendrick also compares himself as Pac, and he has another line that says, "I'm at the premiere politicking with Top, Nip, and Snoop. Damn, Pac watching the way we grew from dedication." And I was just like blown because I seen you guys at the premiere and I seen that like you guys, that convo, and just knowing the dedication that both of you and everybody has put on, like, I just thought it was really, really dope. So
Nah, I think so too. That song is special. And he's talking about a convo that really took place at the Tupac premiere.
what were you guys talking about?
We was talking about LA, the streets and what's going on in the streets and how influential we've all become. Snoop, Top Dog, Kendrick, myself, and like, you know, what our influence can do. And if it's time to really start speaking up and saying things, or, you know, what everybody's opinion was on it. Me and Kate, I was more so listening, and Top and Snoop was really leading the convo. But it was a real convo. I mean, people receive me based on what I said. So I wouldn't blame people for that. I came in and said, this is where I'm from and this is what I represent. But it was for a reason. I wanted to establish, you know, what I belong to. And I looked at it like jail. That's what I used to tell my homies, because even some of my homeboys would be like, bro, you can't come out talking about the hood specifically. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, you know, when you walk into a dorm, the first thing you establish is where you from. And then from there, you get into the person behind this, just in case whoever got a problem with this, wherever your enemies is, you go to the back, you handle your business. And then you get into like, okay, I could actually fuck with you. You know what I mean? We get to know each other, but you get that out the way first. And so also I wanted my message to impact gang culture. You know what I'm saying? I wanted what I had to say to impact individuals like myself, young people that was in these areas that was controlled by gangbanging. I didn't want to preach to the choir, but I wanted to be able to say, you know, I'm one of you, and where I'm gonna go, wherever I end up, you're gonna know that you can end up there too. Whether it's at the top of the game or in a successful situation as a business owner, I came from this, and it's authentic, and I'm not on the outside of this culture. That's why I came in like I came in. I wasn't trying to like be on no super tough guy shit. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be clear that, you know, wherever I take it, I'm not different. I'm exactly the same. I've been through everything you've been through or you're gonna go through as somebody in that culture.
What is a better Crip? What does that mean?
I think what Kendrick, I don't know because I ain't said, but what I would assume Kendrick meant was that you know, somebody that is not 100% biased or outside of communicating with a blood or somebody from the other side of the tracks. Maybe that's what he meant. That's what I took it as, you know. But we had to ask Kendrick his take on what he meant by that.
Right.
Like before rap, I mean, before I got into whatever the industry is or into a label situation, my goal as a hustler was to sell 50,000 units and to get 15,000 a show. Because I read somewhere that Joel Santana got 15,000 a show. I'm like, damn, that's cool. We do a lot for 15,000. And then to be able to sell 50,000 indie, because I was like, I watched Master P, I study like the independent successes what Jay and them did before they deal, and I'm like, that's impressive as an indie. If you could do that, then you can leverage a different type of negotiation when you go to the label. I did everything with my process, point A to point Z. I went out and made the relationships with the producers. I took the music into my house, imported it into Pro Tools, graded the shit out, recorded myself, ran from the Pro Tools to the mic and back and forth, bounced it down, burnt it on CD, took it into the street, promoted myself, sold it myself, went into these meetings, articulated my vision to the label, signed the deal, put my first foot forward to the street with my mixtape series. This was all me. So if my engineer tell me, oh, we can't do that, I engineer, my nigga, so you get out the seat, let me take care of that. Or if my team say, oh, that's not gonna work. If you go to Queens or Manhattan or Brooklyn and you wanna go to every high school and surround their high schools and really do grassroots promotion, they know, oh, that's not gonna connect. Well, you don't do it, then I'll do it, because I've done this and I know the effect it had. I'm not selling for underground. I'm not cool with that. And I'm not selling for non-ownership. I ain't cool with that, so I gotta find the middle ground. How do I own my shit and still be received on a mainstream platform and to be able to compete on the mainstream platform? I'm better than niggas. Niggas can't fuck with me. Niggas ain't real as me. Niggas ain't live life how a nigga live life, make the decisions a nigga made, or the sacrifices. Niggas ain't stand up when it was time to stand up. And so, I'm playing with a handicap, but I'm still getting judged on my results. My whole strategy is what's the middle ground? How do I compete on that level without giving up ownership? That's the catch-22 that they got us in. They like this social pressure to compete. You rapping, you want to be the top nigga. Because what else is niggas playing for if they don't want the ring or the crown? The labels know that. And they making it like the only way to that is through him. Fuck that, nigga. We got power, we got the internet, we got our people. And a nigga gonna shut down industry now. That's my goal. I'm trying to blockbuster them niggas. I'm Netflix, they blockbusters. You know what I'm saying? Blockbusters had an opportunity to fuck with Netflix and they didn't. And then Netflix shut their business down. It's over, they bankrupt. It's a wrap. When the last time you rented a video, bro? When the last time you was on Netflix? This morning, a couple days ago? Me too. Number one, you know, I just feel better, homie. I sleep better, you know what I mean? I got a level of like, I'm at peace with what I'm doing. I feel good about what I'm waking up doing and about my lifestyle. At one point, I wasn't proud of my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't content with what I was doing on a day-to-day basis. I wasn't happy with that. So it was eating at me. Even though I'd be on the surface, cool and straight, deep down I knew that this wasn't the direction of what I need to be doing. Now I wake up with the feeling that I'm going in the direction that I'm here for. Like what I'm on this planet for, I'm doing it.
Right.
Bigger than just the LA, bigger than some gang banging, bigger than some street shit, just on some human shit. I'm doing what I'm here to do, I feel like. So it feel good, and you know, I got a lot of confidence, I got a lot of confirmation from my hard work that it's going in the right direction, that I'm doing something right, because you know, like you said, a lot of people starting to gravitate toward the movement and toward the music. So, you know what I mean, I just want to keep working hard, keep doing classic shit, make good music, and you know, hit a grand slam when the album drop. I mean, the main thing, just stay down. That's with anything. No matter what you're doing, you got to stay down. You selling dope if you rock. Obviously, we not done. That's not what it represents, us celebrating prematurely. Nah, it just mean that young person that was in the street trying to get into music, and the goals that I had from that point of view and how I wanted to go about doing it represent me accomplishing those things. You know, now my goals is more so of a person in a position of success and in a position of power, and as a musician and as an artist and as an entrepreneur, not as a teenager trying to figure my life out and trying to, you know, avoid the penitentiary and avoid, you know, what goes on in LA and what gang culture offers you. So that's what I'm celebrating. You know what I mean? That we came full circle, and you know, I had much less to have faith in back then, but I had faith somehow, and I made them decisions somehow. So that's really what I'm celebrating with this album, and also from a space of being independent, coming off the major label, having to rebuild the brand on my own, taking risks, spending my own money, doing things unconventional, like you said earlier, the $100 album, and just being somewhat of a radical. Yeah. And it working in my favor. You know, it's celebrating that as well. You know, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, you know, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, you know, it didn't stop us. You know, it wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump. You know, and I embrace it as you know, the resistance, the gravity of trying to do something great. You gotta go hard, you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta have a sense of humor and know that bullshit is gonna happen. You can't be too serious about it and too emotionally affected when bullshit happens. You have to just stick to the script, believe, have overwhelming confidence, be your own biggest fan, your own biggest believer, and put it on your back and carry the weight.